What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We are here with the M3 next to John Wayne Airport. This is where I always come to take videos and pictures with all of my cars. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about things that you should be looking out for when you're purchasing a car. There are a few things that I looked out for when purchasing the M3, but then there's things that I avoided because I was too emotional on buying a car. So this is for a video for you guys in the future when you guys are buying any car, and this is a video for myself also in the future when I'm going to get my next car. So let's get started. I did let the previous owner know about the headlight, so I did tell him, you know, lower a little bit more because I'm going to have to replace that, and then that's going to be another like 500 to 700. So I did tell him about the headlight. He did go down a little bit, but that's number one, is replacing the headlight. And eventually I was going to get some aftermarket ones because I hate the OEM ones. They just look so outdated. So eventually I was going to replace this. I did tell him about that. And the second thing that you guys should be looking out for, which is very, very important, I avoided this. I don't know why. I didn't find out about this until my brother pointed it out. But tires. These things were freaking bald. So I'm like upset about myself, but whatever, you know, I had to replace all 4 tires. That was another $1,000 that I replaced out of my pocket when I could have told the previous owner, you know, like, hey, you know, lower it maybe $500 to $700 because that's gonna have to be coming out of my pocket. These, I just got them replaced. They're like a week old. Not even a week old, they're like 3 days old. So definitely when you guys are purchasing a car, look at the tire threads. That's very important. Don't be like me. I avoided looking at the tires, and then I had to spend $1,000 out of pocket. Next thing is going to be in the motor. So there's actually 2 things. One of them I told them, and the second one I didn't. This first one, of course, with the S65, biggest issue with these is the rod bearings and the throttle actuators. So I told him when was the last time he got those done, and that one he did send me receipts and everything, so that one was cool. Is the valve cover. Now this one's not bad. I just cleaned it a couple of days ago. I mean, it's still pretty good, not too bad, but eventually I will have to replace that. I do on my daily. That thing, the valve cover is so bad, I have to replace that pretty soon. So when you guys are buying a car, look at the valve cover gasket and the valve cover to see how much it's leaking oil, and if it's leaking oil, if it is, try to lower the price. If not, you're good. So it has this, the SOS, so that means this doesn't work, but I mean that I could care less about. I mean, no one ever uses that, but that's number one. There's also adaptive headlight. That's because of the headlight, the front right doesn't work. Battery, that goes away after I drive it, so not too worried about that. Oh, the check engine, I did tell him about the check engine. He said because there's no cats. That I feel like I could have maybe lowered it a couple $100 because now I have a light on my dash, and I hate having lights on the dash or on the cluster. So I feel like I could have avoided that, maybe lower it a couple $100. I didn't know about that. I believe I told him if there was any lights on the cluster, and he said no, but when I saw it I was like, oh, what's this? And then I don't know, I feel like that's something I maybe could have lowered a little bit more and told them, kind of put them on the spot. Everything works, but I feel like I could avoid it, you know, maybe lowering it a couple more $100. I did lower it a couple, I think like 3 or 4 grand. I feel like out of all the things I just listed, I feel like I could have lowered it maybe another like $1,000 to $1,500. I know some of you guys are going to be like, you know, you're very picky. It's a 2011. I understand. But these are things that you guys have to be on the lookout for, especially the tires and the valve cover, especially with BMW in general. It's a German car. They're very sensitive. So anything, point it out, put them on the spot, and see if they're willing to go down maybe a couple $100 or maybe a couple grand. Kind of put them on the spot. But lesson learned. This is the video for you guys to be on the lookout for when you're purchasing a car. I hope this video helps out some of you guys when you're purchasing a car. It'll definitely help me out. But stay tuned for the next video. It's going to be a banger. We're going to be going to Iluso because there's going to be a Gintani collab. So be on the lookout for that video. I'm very excited. I've been waiting for like a month for that. So be on the lookout for that video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helped out. Follow me on the gram. Like this button. Subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next video.